Hello guys, how are you doing today? Yes, today is Friday, 11th of February. And yes, we were expecting the CPI from yesterday to bring in volatility. And of course, it did not disappoint. When we say it did not disappoint, this is what we had from the CPI. We had a breakout. Well, we can call this a false breakout to the downside, right? You can see the size of these big candles here on the EurUsd. And then what happened again? We had a fake out to the upside, and then look at what happened. Now it's dropping, right? Now, trust me, this would have easily gotten anybody off guard, meaning that it would have easily trapped those that are trying to get a trade on the fresh breakout to the downside and even to the upside, only for them to be licking their wounds now, especially if they're not using stop loss, right? And this is what we had based on the aftermath of CPI. But then, trust me, in the market for this EurUsd, if you look at this from the higher time frame, right, as an example, you look at this from the weekly time frame, you notice that it is more or less still an inside bar. It's more or less still an inside bar. That means that there is still room to the upside, right? There's still room to the upside on this EurUsd. And then, of course, the same applies for the rest of the instruments that we have that we've already been talking about this week. Aussie still looking very dirty, as you can see here. The dollar card, it had this fake out as well, also based on CPI, fake out to the downside, and then it pushed back up. That's why most times, if you're trying to trade breakouts, it's always best for you to wait for the trade to break out properly and then retest. It's when it's going to retest that you can get your entry here to take it back down, right? So this is something that you need to pay attention to, something that you need to ensure that you trade according to a plan. Trade the BOP, breakout, and pull back, right? And then if you look at what we have here based on this gold, we've been talking about gold for a little while now. And if you look at gold, it is still within the range on the weekly time frame. So the best thing to do is also to wait for that a bit, only if you want to go in and probably be a scalper or intraday trader. Well, probably a scalper on the gold. You might then have some opportunities. The economic calendar for today is pretty light on data. So definitely we should not expect heavy volatility just like yesterday. Today is Friday, also profit-taking day. So most likely it should be a quiet one. But then going into the weekend, ensure to get some rest and then also check the markets from the higher time frames. The higher time frames will give you a bigger and clearer picture as what's happening in the market so that you could have a better directional bias. Okay, so I'm going to be calling it a day, and I'm also going to be calling it a week. It hasn't really been an upbeat one for me, right? So see what you can do, right? If no trade, please do not try to be a hero and force something out of the market today. Relax, come back refreshed on Monday and see what you can do for next week. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And of course, if the video was helpful, do give it a thumbs up, share the video as well. Thank you guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.